Is your gaming PC stacked with powerful hardware, but your games still stutter and lag randomly? Well, in 2025, fixing Windows 11 for gaming isn't about some secret magical tweak anymore. It's about having the right checklist. Today, we're going to build your personal optimization playbook, turning that choppy gameplay into a silky smooth experience. First things first, before you start changing any settings, we need to figure out what's actually choking your FPS. Is it your CPU, your GPU, your RAM, or some pesky background app? The easiest way to do this is to use an overlay to see your FPS, CPU usage, and GPU usage while you play. If you see your GPU usage pinned at 99% while your CPU usage is low, that means you're GPU limited, which is usually a good thing. It means your graphics card is working as hard as it can. But if your CPU is maxed out and your GPU is barely breaking a sweat, you've got a CPU bottleneck or a background process problem that we need to fix. Alright, step 1 in our playbook. Let's make sure Windows itself isn't holding back your performance. Go into your Windows settings, navigate to System, then Power and Battery. For a desktop PC, set the power mode to best performance. If you're on a laptop, you'll want to choose a balanced plan, but make sure it's not on a power saver mode, which will severely limit your hardware. Next, head over to the gaming section and make sure game mode is turned on. This feature helps Windows prioritize your game. Just be careful and disable any extra junk might try to launch alongside it, like the Xbox game bar if you don't use it. Now for the biggest culprit of micro stutters, all those apps you forgot were even running. Most of these sneaky programs launch right when you start your PC. Open up your task manager by pressing Ctrl, Shift, and Escape. Go to the Startup Apps tab and disable anything you do and absolutely need running the second your computer boots up. Things like game launchers, chat apps, cloud sync services, and especially web browsers are huge resource hogs. Before you launch a game, make it a habit to close all of them from your system tray. And while you're at it, dive into the settings for your game launchers and GPU software and disable any unnecessary overlays. They can add a surprising amount of input lag and performance overhead. If you're playing online games, you know that they expose every tiny network issue and background process problem. The best and most stable connection is almost always a wired Ethernet cable plugged directly into your router. If you have to use Wi-Fi, make sure you're on a strong 5 GHz signal, as it's typically faster and less congested. While you're gaming, stop all downloads and streaming on other devices connected to your network. One more Windows setting to check. Search for Delivery Optimization and turn it off. This feature lets your PC share update files with other computers on the internet, which can eat up your bandwidth when you least expect it. You'd be surprised how many lag spikes and performance mysteries just disappear after a clean driver and game update. Always get your GPU drivers directly from the official NVIDIA, AMD, or Intel website. Stay away from those third-party driver cleaner or updated programs. They often cause more problems than they solve. While you're at it, check the support page for your motherboard or laptop manufacturer to see if there are any new chipset drivers available. These are crucial for system stability. Finally, make sure your game itself is fully patched. Sometimes developers release small performance hotfixes without a big announcement, so always let your game launcher verify and update the files. With the system level stuff sorted, let's dive into the in-game settings that actually matter for smoothness, not just for pretty screenshots. A great trick to reduce performance spikes is to lock your frame rate. Set your FPS limit to just below your monitor's refresh rate. So for a 144 Hz monitor, try locking it at 141 FPS. This gives your system a little breathing room and prevents jarring fluctuations. Next, take advantage of upscaling technologies like DLSS, FSR, or XESS. They can give you a massive performance boost with minimal visual impact. And if you're still struggling for frames, it's time to drop the heaviest graphical options. Things like ray tracing, volumetric fog, ray trace shadows, and extreme render distances are beautiful, but they are performance killers. Our final check is for latency that you can feel, even if your FPS counter is high. Your PC can be blazing fast, but if your mouse, keyboard, or audio has high latency, the game will still feel sluggish. Go into your GPU's control panel and look for a low latency or anti-lag mode and turn it on. If you're using wireless peripherals, avoid ones with weak receivers or high latency. Ideally, keep your mouse and keyboard receivers plugged in close to your devices with a clear line of sight. Also, audio issues can be a hidden source of lag. If you hear crackling or delays, try updating your audio drivers or switching your output device in the Windows sound settings to see if it resolves the problem. And there you have it, your complete 2025 gaming checklist. The best part is, you only need to run through this full playbook once for your PC. And then you can just do some light tuning for each new game you install. Optimize once and enjoy every game. Now I want to help you out. Drop your CPU, GPU, and the main game you play in the comments below. And I'll tell you which of these steps you should prioritize first for your specific setup. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips to get the most out of your rig.